Two bodies have been recovered from a river north of Sydney following a car crash in the torrential rain lashing parts of the state. Reporter Max Tillman is in Sydney and joins us now. Max, tell us more about this incident.
Good morning, Dan. That's right. Well, while New South Wales Police are yet to formally identify those two bodies that were discovered yesterday on the MacDonald River about 70 kilometres north of Sydney, police did tell us yesterday they believe the three occupants of that vehicle were a father in his 50s and his two sons aged in their 20s. Now, what we understand is that on Wednesday night, that vehicle was travelling on a road in St Albans, which is north of Wisemans Ferry and itself about 70 kilometres north of Sydney itself, at about 11 p.m, when police believe they struck a tree before entering the MacDonald River. Now, we understand that a 24-year-old occupant of that vehicle was able to make his way to the riverbank. He was treated by New South Wales paramedics and was assisting New South Wales Police specialist divers as well as RFS and SES crews in that search operation for those other two occupants of the vehicle. And at about 11:30 a.m. yesterday, that vehicle was discovered by New South Wales Police specialist divers not far from where the car itself had left the road. Now, while they're yet to be formally identified, we do understand from New South Wales Police they're currently operating on the theory that that father and his two sons were from the Hawkesbury region itself, but as I was saying a little bit earlier, they're yet to formally identify those two bodies that were discovered yesterday.
And Max, emergency services have been very busy overnight, as we've heard. What are they expecting today?
They have been busy indeed. 12 call-outs over the last 24 hours for flood rescues, as well as hundreds of calls from concerned residents from all the way across the state. But the tale of the tape today really is more rain, but conditions are set to ease. They certainly weren't as bad as the Bureau had predicted yesterday, but even then, there were parts of the mid-north coast of New South Wales that saw their highest rainfall totals in more than 125 years. And in fact, the rain gauge here at Observatory Hill in Sydney recorded the highest 24-hour rain total for Sydney in 18 years. But the real concern today is for the Namoi River up in the northwest of New South Wales, particularly around the town of Gunnedah. There are concerns that the Namoi River could reach a major flood level by tomorrow morning. So that'll be a serious concern. That's where SES crews are certainly going to be turning their attention throughout the day. Now, here in Sydney, we are expecting to see those conditions ease over the weekend. The Bureau is saying we could actually see sunshine by Monday morning and relatively mild conditions in the mid-20s. But the SES says the state certainly isn't out of the woods yet. There are also watch and act warnings currently in place on the central coast. And what essentially SES crews are telling residents across New South Wales is that while the rain may be easing, there are real concerns for how saturated catchments are. So those warnings are still definitely in place, 42 across the state. So we're not out of the woods yet, Dan.